Next, my friends and family. Are you feeling like you're on target with your friends and family? Your relationships with them? And then the last two, my projects and goals. What are your goals this week? What are your goals this month? What are your goals until the end of the year? Are you feeling on target with your goals?
Yep.
Okay, let's put that down. And then lastly, my truest interests. So this is what you really want to do. It's not what everybody else wants you to do. It's what you really want to do with your own life. So maybe your parents say, oh, you're supposed to be, this and this and this, but what do you really want? What's your truest interest? Do you feel like you are on target with that? Okay. So what I would like for you to do is tally those all up out of 90. Tally them all up out of 90. Just get out the calculators. Tally them all up out of 90. There's like in bold right here, it says my total score blank out of 90. Out of 90.
90.
Okay. You guys got that? Pretty much? Who's got their first score? Out of 90. 90 out of 90?
76.
Give them a round of applause.
We got 90.
Yeah, that's great. Which of the targets are you most proud of?
54.
What you guys got?
Which target are you feel most proud of?
My friend.
Friends and families, give them a round of applause for that. And which target do you feel like you need to work on a little bit more?
69.
My emotional well-being.
Emotional well-being. Give them a round of applause for that. Very good. All right, my friend, what did you get out of 90?
75.
Thank you, Jeremy.
So you got 90? Round of applause for that. 90. Out of those targets, what are you most proud of?
81 because
Your goals? Okay. And which one do you feel like you need to work on?
counted wrong, Joe.
Okay.
50.
Very good.
Stop playing with each other.
51.
Give them a round of applause for that. Okay. 85? All right, everybody, you got an 85. Let's stay focused. Stay focused. 85 out of 90. Which out of the targets do you feel most proud of? Friends and family, very good. Friends and family supports. Give them a round of applause for that. Which do you feel like you need to work on a little bit more?
50, 51, 52, 53.
Job and careers. Give them a round of applause for that, everybody. Round of applause. Very good. Thank you for sharing. Okay, what did you get out of 90?
64. 64.
77. Give her a round of applause for that. 77. Excellent. Out of those targets, which do you feel most proud of? Projects and goals. Very good. Round of applause. And out of those targets, which do you feel like you need to work on a little bit more? Finances. Give her a round of applause for that. Very good. All right, my dear, what did you get out of 90?
81.
81. Very good. Round of applause for that. Out of those targets, what do you feel most proud of?
My education.
Education. Excellent. Very good. And what do you feel like
Oh,
you need
where's
to
the
work on a
love?
little bit
Where's the
more?
love? Come on, guys.
What do you feel like you need to work on a little bit more?
My emotional well-being.
My emotional well-being. Very good. Round of applause for that. What did you get out of 90?
I don't know.
It's okay. You can just whisper
Tell
the
them.
answer.
No, I'm trying to add it up.
Oh,
I keep
okay.
losing
Okay.
track.
Okay, calculator. Can someone help her with a calculator? Yeah.
Oh, you need help.
Can someone help her find her
76,
total
girl.
score?
Wow, stop flying so
89,
weird.
girl.
Or fly the
Alright,
bar
what did
so
you get out of
weird.
90?
I got 78.
78. Let's give her a round of
20.
applause.
Oh my god.
is it?
Out of those targets, which
She's
do you
been
feel
playing.
most
I
proud
like
of?
to.
Oh,
Don't
pro.
have to say it.
Job and career, excellent, very good.
Well, I just want to see mine.
And out of those targets, which do you feel like you need to work on a little bit more?
That about what, bitch?
Emotional well-being. Let's get a round of applause for that. Excellent.
Oh, shit.
Okay, what did you get out of 90?
10, 20, 46,
Out of 90? What did you get out of 90?
47,
Plus
53,
9.
plus 5,
Plus
80, 80 is that 86?
Plus
Yeah.
53,
Give a
plus
round of applause, 86.
58,
Out of those targets, what
Oh,
are you
shoot,
most
82
proud of?
because it's not 81.
plus
Yeah,
My
like
education, very good.
3,
Getting an education right now.
3
How
plus
cool is
8.
that? And out of those targets,
what are
which do
you?
you feel most proud of?
Oh,
Who cares?
3 plus
I mean,
8.
sorry, which do you feel like you need to work on? Sorry.
I don't care. That's her
58
future.
plus 8.
My spirituality, very good.
60,
All right, that's an honest answer.
66.
Very good. Round of applause, everybody. This is group development. Okay, what did you get out of 90?
66 plus 8.
74. Let's give him a round of applause for that. 74. Very good. Out of those targets, what are you most proud of? Which one? Family and friends. He's got family and friend support. Very good. Round of applause, everybody. And which do you feel right now do you feel like you need to work on a little bit more?
Gordon.
Spiritual.
Spirituality. Very good. Excellent. That's cool. That's really cool. All right. What did you get out of 90? 76. Very good. Give him a round of applause for that. 76. Out of those targets, what do you feel most proud of?
My truest interest.
That's excellent. His truest interests. Very good. He's taking his own personal path, and what do you feel like you need to work on a little bit more?
C.
My
Education. Very good. All right. So work on education. Round of applause, everybody. Fantastic. So did you tally it all up?
Mister, you recording?
74.
I'm recording him right now. 74. Let's give you a round of applause for that.
Yeah.
Out of those targets, what do you feel most proud of? Most proud of that you're doing good with?
My emotional well-being.
She's most proud of her emotional well-being. Very good. And out of those targets, which do you feel like you need to work on a little bit more? Spirituality?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you need
let's
that.
give her a round of applause. Very good. All right. So I want you to really think about that. When was the last time that you were in a classroom and there was 3 students that said they wanted to work on their spirituality? Isn't that cool?
That's
We have to talk about this, you know? You know, you're not going to get that in the textbooks. You're going to get that right here. We have to become aware of that, and that's what it's all about. Here we go on the see that little list right there? This is your homework assignment. So I want you to kind of like, so you mentioned spirituality, you mentioned the targets that you wanted to work on. I want you to write down on the list what that arrow of action is that's going to help you with that target that you need to work on. Are you guys clear with that? What are those arrows of action? Okay, have you guys ever seen people with a bow and arrow shoot towards a target?
No.
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
They got their arrows right here or in their back. Yeah, and they take out the arrow and they have their bow and they put the arrow in like this. Okay, and then what are they focused on?
The target.
They're focused on the target, right? How are they going to hit the target? They need an arrow, right?
You can take
They're not just shooting, they're not just pulling that thing back without an arrow, right? They're pulling that thing back with an arrow. So I want you guys to visualize the arrow as your action. It's your action. It doesn't matter how small that action is or how large that action is. You have to visualize every arrow as being an action. Okay? So you have a target that you're focusing on that you need to work on. So we have 3 people here that said they need to work on their spirituality. What would be one arrow? An arrow, yes, going to church. That's one of the arrows. Let's take one of those out and aim that towards a target. See that? What would be another arrow? What would be another arrow that you could work? Praying, exactly. Okay, so you have another arrow. You're going to put that in there. Prayer. Aim it towards the target. Boom. Right? Someone said they needed to work a little bit more on their job and career. What are they going to do that? What's an arrow of
Pick
action?
up the arrow.
Okay, what's the action? If you need to work on your job and career.
Apply.
Apply. Yeah. Fill out an application. That's an arrow of action. And you're aiming it towards the target. Do you want to hit towards the 1 mark or do you want to hit dead center?
Dead center.
Dead center, exactly. So when you hit dead center, what are you doing? You're living your life on target. Okay, so that's your homework. Find out what those arrows of actions are. Write them down towards the target that you wish to secure the very best results for. Remember how we mentioned us humans are very complex? So everything in your mind is going to start chattering that, oh, you don't need to do that right now. Oh, you can just put that off tomorrow. Oh, you know what? You can just, let someone else do that for you. No, that's not going to happen. Look at this picture right here. See that lady? What is she doing? You see what's happening from her eyes right there? What's coming out of her eyes?
Asian eyes.
Look at the photo. What's coming out of her eyes?
Oh, she's she said a target.
It's a line. See the line?
Yeah.
Okay, what is the line? Where is the line going towards?
To the
To dead center. Okay?
Bullseye.
What is she holding in her right hand? Her right hand.
An arrow.
An arrow. She's aiming an arrow towards where? Okay.
The target.
Okay, so for her to hit the arrow towards dead center of the target, where do her eyes have to be focused on?
In the middle.
In the middle of the target, right? So when you're taking your arrow of action, right, where is your mental focus aiming towards?
Middle.
Middle, exactly. So what you have to do is right here, see that in bold letters? We're going to read that together. Set the mental line that defines the reason why the vision within your mind must come to life. So, set the mental line. When you wake up in the morning, you awake, your consciousness is awake, you're setting the mental line. You know what the target is. I know what I need to work on today. I know what I need to work on this week. I know what I need to work on this month, this year. I am living my life on target. I know what my arrows of action are. So here we're going to read the list right here. Off to the left to where she's aiming the photos, that aim photo where she's holding the bow and arrow. Okay, here we go. Number 1, let's read this together. Focus your arrow of action towards the target that you wish to secure the very best results for. 2, aim and shoot your arrows of action daily. 3, pull from your quiver your next arrows of action that you plan to use next. 4, repeat this process to hit momentum and achieve mastery. You see right there at the very bottom, what does it say?
What are my arrows of action?
What are my arrows of action? Does the law of accuracy care who you are? No. Does the law of gravity care who you are?
No.
Who's going to have to care who you are?
Ourselves.
Ourselves, right? Because we've been given universal authority to do what? To choose.
Be awesome.
To choose what we want to focus on, right? So if you ever are having any problems with your life, right, create a target for it. That's all you have to do is create a target for it, right? And then what do you do after you create a target for it? You set the mental line. After you set the mental line, you get your blank of action. You get your what? Your arrows of action. Do you think if you're just aiming the arrows of action towards the target, do you think that's going to be enough? Just aiming it? No, what are you going to have to do? What are you going to have to do?
You gotta go up to him and
What do you have to do? What's this
Let
mean?
go.
You have to let go. You have to release the arrow, right?
yeah.
Okay, so it's a process. It's a step-by-step process. It's a step-by-step process. Okay, homework. So this is your questionnaire review. I want you to answer those questions. Take out your pens. You don't have to do that right now, but this is your homework. You're going to do the questionnaire review, and also you're going to write down your arrows of action. Your list of arrows of action.
This is 1 grade.
I'm going to grade you next month for this. Okay, I'm going to be looking at your last page to see if you guys did your homework assignment. Okay, so you got to hold on to this and do your homework. Okay, so paragraph 16, we're going to read this together. Okay, at the very bottom, paragraph 16. Here we go. By holding in the mind a firmly fixed end result that you wish to secure, and by committing yourself to the sacrifice and discipline required to practice accuracy in hitting the most important targets, you will eventually hit momentum and break through into mastery. Once this happens, you'll fully understand all that it takes to make a true success of your own life, to live your life on target. Let's give you guys a round of applause. Very good. I'm going to read this one last little paragraph of encouragement at the very end. Okay? I'm going to read it for you guys. Just calm down and just relax. After I read you this paragraph, I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Jason Majors. Here we go. So this is my personal message to all of you today. Excellent work. Always remember to make it your aim to master focus redirection towards your relationships. Make it your aim to be helpful, useful, thoughtful, careful, mindful, powerful, and lovable. Make it your aim to focus in on the most important targets that require your attention and arrows of action. Make it your aim to live your life on target. I'm wishing you the very best for your success.
Seth Elmer.
Seth Elmer. I love all you guys. You can do it. I believe in you.